You want to write a book. You're on a tight budget, and software doesn't come cheap? Good news. There are some great free apps for authors you can use right now. Welcome back to Believe in Your Story, where I talk about some of the writing challenges I've faced and how I've dealt with them. In my last software roundup video, I shared the applications that are a part of my writing workflow. Some of that software isn't cheap, so today I'm going to share some of the best free writing software for writers. A few thoughts about what free means when discussing software. Free software comes packaged under different licenses. Open source software is free to use, modify, or share with no associated upfront cost. Proprietary software is created and owned by a corporation, like Microsoft. Companies sometimes offer free versions of their software with limited functionality, hoping you'll like it enough to purchase the full version or buy the suite. While I don't currently use all of this software, I downloaded each one to try it out. I'll let you know what I liked and if something didn't work. Please keep in mind that if you want to try this software, download from the original site. Don't go to shadysoftware.com and grab their enhanced version. I'll include links below so you end up at the right place. Notion. I often get great ideas when I'm away from my computer. I may be out with a friend or at the grocery store and bam, I make a note on my phone. When it's time to write, I prefer to access that note on my computer. There is a free version of Evernote, which I discussed in my last software roundup video. Another option that you can look at for free is Notion. Notion is a cross-platform workspace for note-taking, task management, wikis, and the kitchen sink. I'm pretty sure this free app will paint your house and rotate your tires on your car. Using it to make notes, though, is pretty easy. Go to notion.so and create an account. Once you log in, you'll see options for quick note, task list, journal, and reading list. You can make notes in any of these, but I find that the simple notebook template is like what I'm used to. Click Templates on the left, choose Simple Notebook from options, and then use this template. When you click on Simple Notebook in your left column, you can then create notes on the main page. Just click plus, New, and start typing. Notion is very hands-on and DIY, but it can do a lot. There are people who structure their lives in this app, and there are a lot of YouTube videos that deep dive into what Notion can do. Notion is available on the Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android operating systems. Trello. If you want to plot out your book by chapter and then move things around to get the timing right, consider using Trello. It's like spreading note cards out on a table or pinning them to a bulletin board. Start by creating a board to store your chapters. Trello is by default set to be a collaborative workspace, so be sure to set your board to private. You can then create lists that can be used as chapters. And add cards within each chapter. Now, you can move around chapters and cards as needed. It's a great way to see your entire project in one view. Trello is a web-based application that is available for free, and you can pay a monthly fee if you want more features. Jamboard. Jamboard is another web-based application that's a part of Google's Workspace office. It was created for whiteboard collaboration, but it works great as a corkboard. Go to jamboard.google.com and click the plus sign at the bottom right of the page. This will take you to a blank whiteboard where you can start adding notes. You can change the background by clicking the Set Background button. Here, you can choose between a default option or grab an image from the web. Click Sticky Note on the left and type in your scene. Continue doing this for all of your scenes, and then you can freely move the stickies around. As mentioned, this is a great web-based tool that's a part of Google's Workspace, and that's what I'm talking about next. Google Workspace. You don't have to purchase Microsoft Office to have a great word processor. Check out docs.google.com as a web-based alternative. Google Docs is a word processor that you can access on your computer from your web browser. You can also download the Docs app for free on your phone or tablet. One of the cool features is the ability to add extensions like the grammar checking tool Pro Writing Aid. Docs is built for collaboration. If you want someone to edit your work and process, just click Share in the top right to give them access. You can also download your finished document in several formats, including Word and EPUB. Docs is free to use, but you do have to have a Google account to access it. LibreOffice. For fully featured Office software that you can install locally, I recommend LibreOffice. It comes with a word processor, spreadsheet, slideshows, and plenty more. If you use Microsoft Office, you'll be familiar with the interface already. It can open Microsoft Office docs and save in those formats as well. One of the nice features for writers is that you can export your document as an EPUB file that can be used by e-readers and tablets. I wouldn't call the output ready for publication, but it is a good option if you want to share early drafts of your work in progress. LibreOffice is compatible with Windows, Mac, and Linux operating systems. I like LibreOffice and I use it all the time. If you want me to do a deeper dive on any of this software, please let me know in the comments below, and then subscribe so you don't miss those videos. Manuskript. Manuskript is an open source novel writing application that has the core features you want to organize and write your novel. Manuskript is early in the development cycle, so there are some manual steps to installing the application. After downloading Manuskript, unzip it into your Program Files directory. Before launching the app, you'll also want to install Pandoc, a universal document converter. The site also provides a link to an open source grammar tool, but they warn it can slow down the app, so I didn't install it. It ain't pretty. Manuskript looks like an old Windows 3.1 app, but it has an impressive feature set for an early release application. After creating your project, you have an index card view to organize chapters and a separate view to outline your novel. You can create character profiles and make notes on locations. Thanks to Pandoc, you can export your work in many formats, including EPUB, which is used by most e-readers. As mentioned, this is an early release version. Because of this, they recommend saving often, which is good advice, regardless of the software you use. I really kind of look forward to seeing what they do with Manuskript moving forward. You can install this software on Windows, Mac, and Linux. Bibisco. Bibisco is novel writing software that has a free version with the features you need to write your book. Not only does it look more polished than Manuskript, it has a lot of tools to help guide your writing. After creating your project, you'll find a selection of menu items at the top. I didn't dive too deep, but this software looks like a solid choice for authors who spend a lot of time planning and world building. Bibisco's approach is unique, and there's a lot going on, but don't be intimidated. They provide instructions on the Bibisco site and some how-tos with videos. I had one small caveat with the free version. When you click on a feature that's reserved for the paid version, you get this. I eventually purchased a license to make the pop-up guy go away, so I guess that marketing worked. But really, I think Bibisco is worth exploring. Also, I like saying the name, Bibisco. Bibisco is available for Windows, Linux, and Mac operating systems. Kindle Create. Writing your book is not the end of your journey as a self-published author. You need a way to format your book for publishing. A lot of authors hire formatting out, but if you want a little more control of the end product, a great option is Kindle Create from Amazon. This little piece of software allows you to turn your manuscript into an ebook and upload it directly to Amazon. It's easy to use. Import your Word document, and it will create chapters based on the headers. You can choose from multiple themes, add images, and edit on the fly for last minute changes. If you plan to make your book exclusive to Amazon, this is really the way to go. I've used it, and I appreciate knowing my ebook meets their guidelines. The finished product is only for Amazon. If you decide to go wide and distribute your novel through Apple, Barnes & Noble, or others, you'll need to do this again using another program. Kindle Create is available for Mac and Windows. Gimp. Gimp is an open source image editor that's been in active development for over 24 years. Whether you work with an artist or do it yourself, you'll need to manipulate that cover art to fit ebooks, print books, and social media posts. I've been using Gimp a long time. It's fully featured, open source, and has an active community. Not only do they keep the software up to date, there are loads of tutorials on the internet and YouTube, so you know how to use it. Gimp is a cross-platform application that works on Windows, Mac, and Linux. I hope this software helps you write and publish your book. Even though these downloads are free, people work hard to keep the software updated, develop new features, and provide support. If you use any of this software, consider donating to their projects after you become a rich and famous author, of course. Wait, we're supposed to make money at this? Anyway, go write your book and believe in your story.